Hello, everyone. Welcome back to part 2 of this episode of Sahrown Adventures. We're here in a mafia mansion that's completely in our minds. We last left off where Duran had destroyed most of the building and the people that work in it. And the people that were guarding the outside. And the gate.
Well, if we weren't on the Mafia shit list before, we certainly will be.
And Muteki broke one of the security walls inside the building.
Yep. That's something I do.
And now they're confronted with an elevator. An elevator that says, identification, please. Oh, wait. An elevator that says, identification, please.
Okay, yeah. I walk back and get the freaking guy I just threw and drag him back.
Okay.
What's the first thing that we need to do?
So you are grabbing random mook number 3521.
Yeah.
Okay, that is good. That is very good. So, what is it that you think needs to be done?
Isn't there is there a kiosk with like a handprint on it? Something?
There is. There's one for an eye scanner, and there is one for a DNA sample.
Okay.
And then there's the butt scanner.
I grab his hand and I match it with the picture.
Okay, so you take his hand and you put it down on the scanner. And the scanner says, "Welcome, Jimmy. And can I get your eye scan, please?"
I grab his head and push it against the freaking, scanner.
Okay, so as you do that, his closed eyes just get smashed into the scanner. And it's like, can you back away from the scanner? I can't read anything. It's all black.
I pull it back, then I sort of position my hands where his eyelids opening and go slightly towards it.
Okay, so as you do that, it scans his eye. I'll say, alright, seems to be you, Jimmy. But one more piece of trust verification. Give me some DNA. You know, from the usual spot.
I flip off his cap and then I rip off some hair. And I put it in the thingy.
Whoa! Didn't need that much. But okay, I mean, if you want to go bald. Alright, yeah, you're all set there, Jimmy. Elevator's coming right up. Should be there in the next few seconds.
Okay. As that happens, I grab the mook by its head and then I just, really hard throw him out a window. If there's anyone nearby.
The whole place is a window at this point, so
yep.
He flies out into the bushes. No,
Goodness, Dad, maybe you should have become a hacker.
I'm just waiting there angrily, just tap, 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 tap.
Okay, in the meantime, Muteki Cheese Wheel, as Duran is quite literally torturing this guy to get all his biological samples for getting the elevator to come. What are you doing?
So Muteki just kind of looks over at the elevator, and he's going to try and determine if there might be a maintenance shaft or something he can get into.
Okay, give me a perception check. Or an investigate. Give me an investigate check.
Investigation, okay. Oh.
So, as you're looking about, you're seeing you're seeing what looks like a trail to a the vents, but it doesn't look big enough for you to fit in.
He just kind of looks over at the vents and he goes all like, "These are very small maintenance men."
Cheese Wheel?
Yes?
What are you doing while Muteki is looking for a maintenance shaft and only finding vents, and Duran torturing this poor soul?
I'm going to push B4 on the elevator if I got in. If not, I guess then...
Well, while this is going on, before the elevator has been called up, what are you doing?
I'm going to...
Foot.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait for the elevator to get up.
Alright. So, Duran tosses the man, and a few seconds pass by, like 5. You hear, ding! And then you see the doors open up. Alright, Jimmy, you can come in. I mean, are you waiting for an invitation? If so, then here it is.
I walk in.
Muteki walks in and immediately jumps through the top of the elevator's like maintenance thing.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
So you walk in, and as soon as you walk in, you jump up to the little trapdoor maintenance thing, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's see how sturdy that thing is to beat against your leaping capabilities. What's your leap rank?
Leap rank is... Hang on. I'm checking on it over here. Sorry, this is taking just a second.
No, that's fine.
Alright, my leap is at 15.
15. Okay.
15.
Well, let's see how well this can handle that sheer raw leaping power. Well, lucky for you, the maintenance shaft bursts open as you manage to actually get on top of the elevator. Though, as you get on top of the elevator, you notice there isn't a whole lot of room for you to really be standing in. So you kind of hit your head a little bit, and but you're kind of crouching.
He just kind of sighs a little bit and states, appears as though the stupid is wearing off."
All right.
Is rubbing off?
What was that, Cheese Wheel?
This is...
Duran,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Well, as soon as the door is open... Right. As soon as the door is open, I walk out to try to find this stupid robot.
Okay, so you walk into the elevator then?
I've been in the elevator.
Well, everyone was getting in. This is the getting in part.
I got in first.
Okay. So, as you get in, and as Cheese Wheel gets in, and Muteki isn't there long enough for it to really register that he's there. Whoa, Jimmy, you put on quite a lot of weight. There seems to be... And then you see a little scanner just kind of scan the bodies. More than just one person here. The doors slam shut. Well, I hope you intruders are really looking forward to this ride. You hear over the speakers.
Not particularly, but let's give it a go.
Does he respond back? the guy?
Respond back to the not particularly part?
Yeah.
Nah, he doesn't respond to that.
Okay. I'm just standing with my arms folded. Angrily.
Maybe we should have brought Jimmy in here.
Suddenly, the elevator starts screaming down.
There's like,
just-
whoa.
Muteki.
I'm still just standing there with my arms folded, floating.
Muteki,
All right, yeah.
the floor. Have you braced yourself at all?
Muteki actually proceeds to I'm up on top of the elevator and it's just suddenly dropping, right?
Right. Well, that's why I was wondering if you were bracing yourself at all, in any way,
Yeah,
shape, or form, because you don't have any fair warning about this.
I mean, yeah, I would assume so. I'm expecting anything, honestly.
Okay. So are you bracing yourself against the walls or against the top of the ceiling of that elevator?
Sorry. Basically, like on one of the walls there. Yes.
All right. So as you brace yourself against the walls, the elevator, you hear the little voice coming from inside the elevator, and then suddenly the elevator drops a good 30 feet away from you. You're now kind of stuck doing that in-air thing, or against the wall thing with your hands and feet, I'm assuming.
Yep. Basically, just kind of looks down and is like, "What?"
And, hey, Muteki,
Yeah.
the elevator's coming right back at you.
Oh.
It's going up now?
It's going up now.
Let's stand
Yep.
there, just-
So I'm just gonna go ahead and Muteki just kind of sees this over here and proceeds to and excuse me, and he proceeds to gonna try and like telekinetically stop the frickin' elevator.
Ooh, I like that. Alright, roll your telekinetic stoppingness of this.
All right, it's a move object thing over here. Hang on.
Okay.
I have a move object 8 here, and I can do upwards of 6 tons, basically.
Cool. In the meantime, both Cheese Wheel and Duran, I'd also like to see what your acrobatics checks would end up being like.
Oh God, here we go.
If you have ranks in them, that is.
I have ranks in them.
I'm just standing there, just really angrily, like making my head smack around and everything. I'm just thinking about, oh, the kids are probably having cotton candy right now, and I'm not there. My neck hurts.
I just imagine just inside the elevator, Duran kind of going up and then kind of flipping around.
Basically, just like, just not breaking my position, just smashing everywhere, just like.
Cheese Wheel, you're pretty good with bracing yourself, grabbing those rails, kind of thing.
Wait, I didn't even need to roll up, guys, because I'm not doing it. I'm still holding my arms folded. So yeah.
I know, but you rolled a total of a 3.
Yeah, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
So give me that there move object that you were doing, Muteki.
All right, so I don't really have much of a macro for this. I don't think I have a macro. Let me check. Let me see if I have a macro for this.
You can just
I didn't.
copy-paste
Okay,
it.
here we go.
Oh, okay.
Basically that. Although granted, I don't think. Do you usually need to roll for like telekinesis stuff or move object?
Normally it's treated like an area of effect, unless
okay.
unless it's actually stated as an attack.
Yeah, it's not really an attack. I'm just trying to stop it. Yeah.
All right. So as you do that, so that's move object 8, which is up to 6 tons. That's pretty good. So let's see if you get the gears stopping. And hey, how are you? What are you trying to do aside from just stop it?
So Miteki just kind of like braces his like hops off, braces his feet a little bit, like lands on the elevator a bit, and just like slams his hands down. He's mostly focusing himself on that. Why?
Okay, good. I just wanted a mental picture as to how this is playing out. So,
Yep.
as you land on top of that elevator to push it to a stop, you're doing everything within your effort, and it slowly stops just as your head bonks the top of the elevator again. Just like a little...
And it's like, ugh, forces the elevator back down.
So you're both hearing from the inside of this the big groaning and metallic screeching as the elevator is actually slowly moving back down.
Hey, is elevator music, like really soft elevator music, been playing this whole time?
Yes. So you're just hearing dun 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 dun.
Then Duran just like flipping around, just like dum 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 dum. He's probably upside down right now on the floor. So I want to go home.
Actually, I need to check something about the elevator here as it's being forcefully pushed down with telekinetic powers here.
Telekinetic power.
So you guys actually hear a very loud crashing sound, like a very loud cranking sound, as the elevator really stops moving. It has a lot more resistance to going down now. And Miteki, you see up in your perch area that some of the cables just above you and next to you, because it's kind of a lever pulley system, that the wires are breaking.
Miteki is now doing essentially, trying to noticing that the wires are breaking now. He's trying to just bring that elevator back down to where it's supposed to go, and kind of like reaches over with his foot, opens the trapdoor, and states, "As soon as the doors are open, get out. I'm not sure how long I can take. I'm unsure how long I can hold this."
Well,
We need to get to B4.
Duran gets
Push
back.
the button several times. It's not going down.
Duran gets back up and is just like breaking, cracks his neck, just like.
There's a lot of groaning that you're hearing on the outside, like metallic groaning. You hear another little snap as another one of the multiple wires that were coiled together to hold all this weight isn't doing too well after essentially being forced down. The amount of pressure built up on those wires is causing them to snap at this point.
Oh boy. Miteki is going to try and overpower this elevator a bit more to get his friends down to where they need to go.
Well, currently the elevator is stuck there. As I said, there was a snapping and it broke, so it's not going down anymore. Cheese Wheel, you do see on the dashboard it says B3.
That's close enough. I'm gonna... so the door's closed, right?
The door is currently closed.
I'm gonna shoot it.
You gotta shoot it. Alright. Roll your shooting.
Okay. Oh shit, it worked. Well, I mean, good for the unreliable thing, it activates.
Yes. Alright, so, according to that 33 there, that's a crit against an inanimate object. So that's 19 is whatever you want to do with a crit. It'd be 24 at this point. You know, that door now has a hole blown through it, and you're seeing the
shit,
basement
okay,
floor
this is
3.
great. I'll hop through.
I follow suit.
Alright. So, Muteki, you end up seeing just below where the little panel is. Your friends shoot a hole through the elevator and go through said hole.
All right. Miteki proceeds to, seeing this, he proceeds to, partially out of spite, he proceeds to take his sword and whatnot there, and and he's going to essentially. Well, okay, so I'm gonna ask this over here. If I were to like let go of this elevator, is there any concern that it's gonna snap back upwards or something like that?
Well, there is a lot of tension that was being put onto it, and it doesn't go down any further at this point because it's broken from going down further.
Okay, so it's one of those instances where I'm not entirely certain, though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just continue focusing, and jump down through the trapdoor, walk through the door, and then let the elevator go.
Okay, so as you jump down like that, you hear, with that added jump, all the snap, just everything snaps on the other side as the elevator drops on one side. And you can hear the cable coming back down to snap onto this elevator here as an explosion occurs down at the bottom. So I need you to give me an athletics check to jump out of the elevator without the elevator taking you up.
All right. Athletics, all right. And ooh, yeah.
And as
I do
you
a flip.
jump through that door, you flip through just like you want to, any way you want.
I do a flip.
All right. So as you do so, the elevator then shoots up into the air with an explosion following underneath it.
Whoa.
All right. He just kind of looks up at Miteki just kind of looks up and around at his buds and states, "That was rather terrifying."
Well, not the best elevator ride I've ever been on, but certainly not the worst.
He just goes like, "Where have we reached our destination? This destination floor, rather."
I'd look at Cheese Wheel.
Hello.
You were asked a question, Cheesewheel.
Oh, sorry, what was the question?
Have we reached our the destination floor?
We are directly above it.
As soon as he says that, I punch the floor.
All right. The floor gives way.
And this time Miteki just kind of like just stabs the wall and hangs there.
John just falls down with it, like with his hands in his pockets, just getting ready to land.
All right. You land, and you've created a lot of rubble on the floor below.
Where's Cheese Wheel?
That's a good question. Hey, Cheese Wheel.
Hmm?
So what are you doing when the Duran decides to break the floor right under you? Muteki's stabbing the wall and just hanging there.
I don't have any current options to counteract this, so I'm probably going to fall.
Can I catch him? Like, as he's falling down, just, like, hold my hand out and, like, grab him by the collar and just, like...
Give me...
Grab me by the collar and hang me.
You have ranks in acrobatics, right?
Yes, I do.
No, Duran.
Yes.
Roll me in acrobatics to see if you can actually catch the falling cheese wheel.
Can I use grappling? I am grabbing. Just like
okay.
Getting give,
me,
like,
give me your close combat and or grappling then.
I'll do grappling since that's like what it is.
Yeah, no, you snatch him right out of there.
Just my hand in my pocket and just like and I just toss him to the ground. Go find your
go ahead and
okay, thanks.
Gonna go ahead and hop on down and like land next to them.
Wait, before let me redo that. I grab Cheese Wheel and then I just like drop him and like go find your robot.
Okay, I'm gonna go rush to wherever the labs thing is.
Glances over at Duran.
Alright, so as you're looking around... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, glances over at Duran. This could have been handled far with fewer casualties.
I could be at the fair with the kids right now if I didn't have to help you.
He just kind of glances over. He just kind of looks forward and states, "Take care that you don't end up on the same list as the Mind's Edge," and continues walking after Cheese Wheel.
I'll walk beside him and I'll just be like, last time I remember, you didn't put up much of a fight, so I think I'm already on that list of people you're already mad at.
Oh dear.
Trust me, there's a difference between being stern and being angry.
Stern angry.
Previously, I had no intention of actually harming you. You're the one who threw the first punch.
Yeah, and that was the only punch.
No, keep going. I'm loving the witty banter.
We're just doing this all while walking.
Glances over. I have nothing more to say. I have nothing more to say. You will continue. You will keep the civilian casualties down in the future.
If I don't want to,
then I will break your mind.
Oh no.
Then I'll break your legs.
The difference is, I'll recover. You won't. I'll render you a lifeless shell within your own body.
First you have to deal with me, and then you gotta deal with the other guy. You don't want.
Hey guys, are you still doing a pissing contest, or we can get going?
Shut up!
And it's with that, he just kind of rolls his eyes and states, "Yeah, the mouse has a point," and he proceeds to dash forward.
He's just gonna keep walking.
So, Muteki dashes forward. Cheese Wheel is doing
cheese wheel things. Like investigating an attempt to find this laboratory shenanigan.
roll me an investigation.
Aha! Behold my ability to investigate. Hot shit, that was so close to 20.
It really was.
It's right there.
So as you're looking around on the investigations, you end up seeing a list of rooms, basically, like signs and stuff, where you see rooms 401 to 430 are down. 401 to 420 are down to the left.
Okay.
Where 421 to 430 are to the right, and labs 1 through 4 is straight ahead.
I'm tempted to go to 420, but let's try going to 4.
Okay, so lab 4.
Lab 4.
Yep, I concur.
Alright, so you guys end up walking to lab 4, and in this lab you end up seeing a whole bunch of exercise equipment. Just lots of state-of-the-art equipment designed for building up stronger individuals.
Disgusting.
Maybe I should have tried 420. Okay, so what were the numbers again? From what to what on each row?
So to the left you had 401 to 420. To the right you had 421 to 430. And then straight ahead was labs 1 through 4. Lab 4, as you have found out, has a whole bunch of exercise-based equipment.
Is there any sign on this one that indicates that this is what they'd be doing in here?
No.
Hmm.
It just says Lab 4. It's almost as if the people that are running the facility would know what's actually in the rooms.
Is there anyone in this room?
No.
Nobody's getting swole. I'm gonna go to Lab 1.
Alright. So as you go into Lab 1, you're seeing a whole bunch of... well, before you end up going to Lab 1, Duran and Muteki, are you just following along? Or are you
Yes,
checking
actually.
other things?
Yeah. Yep, Muteki is following along, and it was explicitly B4 that was being used, right?
Well,
That I saw?
B4 was basement floor 4.
Basement floor 4, okay. I'm going to see if I can remember like any specific landmarks or anything based on all that I might be able to remember there.
Well, you just remember that it was a lab. Just
Okay.
one of the 4 labs that are there.
I'm going to conceal myself and then split off from the rest of the group and go find it. Yep.
Before Muteki does that, if I have the opportunity to, I shoulder check him when walking past him.
Okay. So, Muteki, you're leaving. Your group is now leaving Lab 4. Cheese Wheel's off to look at Lab 1. That leaves Labs 2 and 3. Which one are you going to see?
Gonna go to Lab 2.
Alright. And Duran, what are you doing?
Following Cheese Wheel.
Alright.
Just being mindless until he can go back to the orphanage. Like,
So Duran and Cheese Wheel, you end up in Lab 1, where there are a lot of animals there. Test creatures, like anywhere from snakes to mice to armadillos to even bears are there.
Cheese Wheel streaks. You saw the snake. Oh my god, memories!
Oh no, the traumatic experiments. Is there any books in here?
Yes, there's a lot of books about genetic splicing.
Cool, I'm gonna steal that and move to the next lab.
Okay, so as you take all 10 of these books on genetic splicing,
I might need this later.
so as you're looting the room, Muteki, you end up in
Yep.
Lab 4. There are broken robot parts everywhere, some unfinished projects, and oh hey, there's a little guy that you ended up seeing on the chopping block.
Uteki kind of brings 2 fingers to his forehead and proceeds to call to She's Wheel. I have found him.
He's holding the books. Oh! They probably have more books on robotics and just toss most of it over my shoulder and rush over.
Most of it? How much are you keeping?
I'm keeping a book.
Okay, a singular book
Genetic splicing.
on genetic splicing.
Genetic splicing for dummies.
A single out-of-context book on genetic splicing.
It's
Okay.
like how...
Forward.
It's like,
Okay.
it's like the book's title is like, gee, how come your mom lets you have 2 tails?
Simple,
And
Billy.
it's
I'll
a
tell
picture
you.
of, and it's a picture of a yellow fox with 2 tails.
Actually, what the book's title it says is extremely important confidential notes on the advancement of genetic altering and splicing for super soldiers.
This looks important.
Winter Soldier Juice. I gotcha.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did roll for which one that you ended up keeping.
Well
So-
then.
So surprisingly, the whole facility seems cleaned out, almost like, or at least empty.
Like they evacuated the minute we came here?
No,
Or,
no, just the labs are empty.
Oh no. Oh no.
So you end up-
Well,
yes. What?
I guess I'm going to roll a new character. You two probably will be fine. So what were you saying?
Well, as I was saying, as I'm literally seeing how this is turning out, you guys are just going into Lab 2, right?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
following Sooth.
Okay.
Correct.
So as you guys enter Lab 2, the door closes behind you. And you end up hearing a lot of shifting of technology as a lot of the broken parts and the different pieces that were all around the area start coming together. And a very large, monstrous creature of a robotic kind of like a robot construct,
Oh, shit. I knocked on my headphones again.
towers over the 3 of you.
Uteki looks up a little bit and brings his hand behind his back and starts to draw his blade a little bit and states, "It appears as though this was a trap."
You are unauthorized to be here. You shall be terminated immediately.
Oh dear.
As he says
Yeah.
that, I open my mouth and just shoot a hellhound flare at his face.
Okay, roll your attack, and then we're gonna roll initiatives, because that's gonna be a surprise round.
Yep.
Well then.
You thought I was going to self-destruct.
I legit thought you were gonna pop off another one of those area effects, knock the rest of us out, and leave you by yourself with the robot.
I'm just gonna use
Oh,
this mobster as the robot construct.
Robot monster.
It was a rock monster.
Alright. So, Duran, you're firing off your attack. Roll your attack.
I did.
Oh. What's up
Right
here?
around. Right there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits. So, DC of 23. It ends up gaining a wound. As you can hear the metal kind of creak and moan. Alright, Muteki. Top of the round. It's your turn.
Alright, yep. Okay, so Muteki proceeds to dash past it a little bit, like he's leaping towards it, essentially.
Okay.
And he's going to go ahead and give it a sword slash, like a normal-ass sword slash, to be precise.
Roll your attack.
Alright, and I'm just going to go ahead and make sure of something real quick. Yep, okay. And... Kashing! Oh, shit!
Ooh, nice.
As he basically is just going to go ahead and go for something really important looking.
Okay. That is a very
There you go,
good
nice.
drawing of it.
Is that?
I like it. I like it. Good job, Gate.
That was me.
Oh, good job, Dark.
Ha-
Let's see here. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't give those things the little icons that they deserve.
Damn. They just put it over the mobster, and then it'll be like, it's a mobster piloting the mech.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, so anything you doing special with that crit, or is it just going to be the +5?
It's gonna be the +5 there. Delicious damage, man.
That was a
Alright.
good sword swing.
It is a very good sword swing with a DC of 25.
Hopefully he doesn't pay attention.
Alright, so as you do that, there's...
Oh,
Gate vanished!
Gate can return.
Gate's back!
I accidentally did a click.
So it ends up getting another wound as the parts end up breaking apart. You chop off one of its arms.
Boom. Muteki just kind of like... Shh. Wait, no.
It creaks, it groans, the metal is just screeching almost in pain as you see the arm just attach back onto its body. It's almost like it recovered. And then it takes its fist, the orange clawed fist, and goes to slam it down on Duran. Okay, of course. And as it slams down, it does manage to hit you.
Okay,
I need
so
a toughness check. It would barely hit you, but still.
I raise my arm above it and just...
Alright. So, yeah. You end up not taking any of the damage. You absorbing it. As it...
Question, does it reel back the arm?
Yes.
Okay. Could I, like, not on my turn, but as a response, use my hero point and, like, heat up my hands and, like, grab it? Just hold it there? Like, just grab it so, like, he can't, like, have it back?
No, that would actually have to be on your turn.
Okay. I just thought, like, because if I did it on my turn, the arm would be reeled back.
Yeah, what you're mentioning is more...
Well, like, so on my turn, is the arm away from me?
Right. I mean, you can always
Okay.
go after the arm.
Okay, I'll just do this then. I'm gonna go to its face. I'm gonna leap at it, and I'm gonna just try to be on top of its face. Like, leap!
Okay.
And I'm gonna tackle into it with a flaming, just a flaming tackle with demonic brawling. Fuck yeah.
Wow. Everyone's critting this sucker. Alright. Did you punch right through it? It is currently... got another wound.
Okay. And I get my free grab check, right? Does it have a mouth or anything?
It automatically grabs. You automatically grab.
Yeah, but does it have like a mouth or something?
Ish.
Okay. Well, that's where I'm going to be grabbing, and I'm going to spend my hero point,
Okay.
and then I'm going to drag. I'm like going to use my momentum and drag it down to the floor, and do my Ragnarok bomb on top of its head. Oh, that was a bad one.
Okay, so you're spending your hero point to do extra effort.
Yeah.
Okay, so first you're fatiguing yourself, and then on your next turn you'll spend the hero point to get rid of the fatigue.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Okay. I'll just do that.
Alright, well, I gotta make sure that I'm using the right dazed thing. There it is. Oh boy. Time to... Alright, so it falls backwards and ends up being prone as you slam it to the ground.
With the fiery explosion of Ragnarok bomb. All flavorly.
Oh shit! Am I in range of that?
Oh,
No,
God.
Don't
Oh,
worry
no,
about
it's the other
that.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's... Yeah. This is not area of effect.
This is Ragnarok bomb. This is my thing where I lift them up in the air and smash them down, or drag them down, smash them.
Oh, okay, that one.
If you want, I can do core explosion, and then I can hit you.
How about now?
Okay.
They're currently prone. Next up, Cheese Wheel.
Aha! As the best idea is to shoot him with a ranged attack whilst he's prone,
Okay.
even though that grants him a thing.
Yeah, it grants him bonuses. But he's
Shoot
also
it in-
large.
That's a good point. I shoot it anyway.
Alright.
Let's go.
Roll your 2 hit.
And hey, it worked. It turned
works.
on, I guess.
Alright. So time to... I mean, a 26 is kind of hard to just dodge.
Aha! I got high hit, low damage. I mean, no. Yeah.
Alright. 3. It's wounded again. It's getting a lot of wounds. Miteki.
Yep, so Miteki is going to go ahead and... I'm looking through something over here. Alright. I'm actually checking on something. 1 second, please.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah.
Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do on this end is... Miteki is actually going to go ahead and... just do another sword slash. But this time, he is going to actually go ahead and factor in his strunks, actually.
Oh.
So he is going to do tactile telekinesis and try and slash again. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to do some real quick math on that. 1 second, please. 1, 2, 5. Okay, yeah, I can do that pretty there. Yep. And he's going to go ahead and slash at the robot once again.
Okay.
And oops.
And as he does so, the sword itself gets jammed in between all the moving parts. And your sword is currently stuck.
Oh. And forced to let go of it for a second. Techie's like, oh no. I'm not getting that back for a little while.
Alright, so its turn. It goes from 4 wounds down to 3 wounds. As
Something like, does anything look like it's repairing it?
nothing in particular. It just looks like it's coming back together.
Okay.
Because it is just a whole bunch of mangled junk.
Oh, okay.
So, as it puts itself back together, essentially, it is actually going to let out a ear-bleeding sonic cry.
Is that like? Is this going to be like an endurance check, sort of?
This is going to be a fortitude save.
Okay.
For your ears bleeding, essentially.
I look forward to it. I was just wondering because I have a thing called Great Endurance, which is +5 involving endurance, but I don't know what endurance entails.
Greater endurance, that advantage was...
It's never really come up that often, actually. Goodness.
I believe it had to do with dying.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, I thought that was Die Hard.
No, you're right. Die Hard's that.
22.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Jeez, Will, you're alive.
Well, it could be. You don't know how high this fortitude roll is.
I believe in you.
So you gain a +5 bonus on checks to avoid becoming fatigued, and checks to hold your breath.
Avoid becoming fatigued.
Yeah, so to become fatigued in a not forcing yourself manner is normally dealing with like heat environments and stuff. So you get a +5 on avoiding that, or like if you're underwater and holding your breath, you get to add an additional +5 to your rolls to see if you stay conscious. Let's see here. It says so that you can avoid damage from starvation or thirst, avoid damage from hot or cold environments, and to resist suffocation and drowning. That's what greater endurance is for.
Okay.
Alright, so as it belts out its sonic cry, I need everyone to roll their dodge first off, because it is an area of effect.
I get hit.
Oh boy.
Well, it's just to
He
see how
getting hit
effective
bad.
a hit that it gets, and yeah, you're getting full hit.
And I get a +2 to that, so that's a 23.
Yep. And what about you, Chiswell? What's your dodge?
Dodge.
Yes, your dodge.
Gosh.
Alright, so Duran's the only one getting hit with the full brunt of the assault. So, Duran's fortitude, he rolled a 22. Cheesewheel rolled a 24. So, Duran, you're lucky. You ended up, you ended up getting nothing happening to you. So, Muteki, what is your fortitude save?
My fortitude is a 6. Would you like me to roll it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Not bad.
No, not bad at all. Let's see if I remember correctly. Let's see here. Yeah, no, you make it. Yeah, you managed to cover your ears. All of you covered your ears just fine. As it is now Duran's turn.
Since he did that, I'm going to try to... I still have my hold on him, so... you know what? Budget... like, his head, like, how big is his head? And it's, like, neck joint. How big is it?
His neck joint is about the size of a TV monitor, so, I mean...
Okay, well then good. What I'm gonna do is I'm grabbing his head, and then I'm doing like a front flip and twisting his neck around with it while on fire, and I'm doing another Ragnarok bomb. Like I'm just basically twisting his neck.
Okay. Roll your attack. Yeah, it's very hard to miss, so...
Yeah, because I'm grabbing.
And... as you do, you basically end up hearing a bunch of clattering. All the pieces just kind of clatter back down to the ground as the lights in the eyes turn off. Congratulations, you guys have won.
Yeah! I decapitated him!
It's like Muteki proceeds to glance over at the bit larger scrap pile, and needless to say, chest rising and falling. It's like, ugh, I hate robots.
I'm just holding the head, and then I just walk past Muteki and throw the head in front of him, and just be like, "Let me see you try that next time." And I start walking to the door.
Hey, Cheeseville, give me a perception check.
Okay. I will use my eye globes.
You notice that amongst the mess, that Cam's arms and legs are actually amongst those pieces.
That combined with the giant mech?
Yes, the giant junk mech.
What the fuck? Okay, where's the rest of Cam?
On the table, right?
Okay. I'm going to grab him, leave the arms and legs behind, and grab whatever book may be lying around.
Alright. You end up getting a Mechanics for Dummies book.
Shit, I don't got a copy myself, so this will be wonderful. So we got like fucking top secret gene splicing and mechanics for dummies out of this place. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I place it on top of the torso, grab it like a fucking computer tower, and start heading out.
Alright. Well, congratulations. You guys managed to rescue Cam. As you walk out, there's very little in terms of anything that can stop you at this point. Considering the sheer destruction you left to get in here.
Like a small, concentrated nuclear explosion.
Not my fault.
Yep. Yeah, 100% your
Says
fault.
the nuclear explosion.
It's all the ninja's fault. He couldn't even sneak in properly. He's the one that triggered all the explosions. Yeah, totally.
Of course.
Okay. As soon as everyone's out of the house, Duran is gonna turn around and put his hands together, and he's just gonna fire off explosions, just like burning it to nothing.
Okay.
Oh wait! Before I do that, I will, like, freaking. I am gonna like exert myself and just like check the entire mansion. Is there anyone still inside of it?
Oh my god.
By this point, you're just looking for souls, right?
Yeah, just looking for souls. Anything like human souls.
All right. By this point, there, at least in the upper levels, there isn't really any human souls left. They've either evacuated or have already been destroyed.
Oh, wait a minute. That smartass in the elevator.
That was an AI.
Oh, that was an AI. That was a very snarky AI.
Oh goodness.
Fuck computer. Never mind, Duran just leaves.
Gosh dang computers without souls.
Alright. So Duran just leaves and he's heading to the fairgrounds or the party area.
Basically.
So Cheeseville, what are you doing?
Directly back to my apartment to reconstruct Cam and also check out Mechanics for Dummies to help me out on this.
Well, that will give you a +2 circumstance bonus on doing any mechanic work. And Muteki.
Yep. So Muteki is going to go ahead and get out of the mansion, and Eashall turns the cheese wheel a little bit and states, "This was surprisingly violent."
I am just currently trying to block it out of my head right now, actually. Where were we for the last 2 hours? I don't know.
You do. He just kind of pats Cheese Wheel on the head a little bit, and then just kind of rolls his eyes under his helmet as he disappears from view.
Okay, bye then.
Yeah, Duran's gonna go to the fairgrounds and try to find the kids again.
Alright.
More
By the
important
way,
matters.
Cheeseville, are you taking your car?
Yes.
Bonus action, throwing the car! No.
Oh god, I'll get to my apartment real fast.
Yeah, I figured I should ask. Otherwise, you just leave your car there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave my car here. Aha! Let's track them by car information. Then they're like, this car.
Well,
Then they end up going to the one person I bought the car off of.
the good news is you ended up rescuing Cam.
Yeah.
The bad news is nothing apparent at the moment.
I can't believe that we just. I can't.
Well, if we didn't get their attention before, fuck did we ever.
No
Man,
idea
I
what you're
can't
talking
believe
about.
Duran just Man of Steel'd the whole situation.
Holy fuck.
Muteki helped.
At the next episode, Duran versus Muteki, Dawn of Justice.
Oh no!
Duran wanted to go to the fair with the kids. He wanted to go there fast. That's why he did all that.
We're just a
Civil
little
War.
bit late. I doubt a fair's just like 2 minutes long or something.
I know, but he wants to spend every minute with the kids.
Well, here's the thing. He's not going to be a bodyguard at the fair this time because of how late he's showing up.
No.
What do you mean?
He's going to enjoy himself. He's not there as a person helping out the fair. He's there as a customer.
Oh, okay. Thought you were freaking gonna hurt my kids again.
All your kids
Too
are
soon.
in.
Dude, too soon.
Not one right after the other.
I'll find a way to get Duran to the freaking DM.
Well, until next time. See you then.
Bye.